When do you go to bed? It seems like a simple question, but the answer reveals more about your mental state than you might think. Some people go to bed early, craving rest and routine. Others stay up late, scrolling, watching, doing anything but sleeping. And then there are those who lie awake for hours, desperate to sleep but unable to quiet their minds. Your bedtime isn't just about habits or schedules, it's a window into your emotional world. Today, we're exploring what the time you go to bed says about your mental state, and more importantly, what you might be avoiding when you delay sleep. Let's start with people who go to bed early, not because they have to wake up early, but because they genuinely want to sleep. If this is you, it might mean a few things. You could be someone who finds comfort in routine and structure. Sleep is a refuge for you, a place where the demands of the day finally stop. Or you might be exhausted, not just physically but emotionally, using sleep as an escape from overwhelm, stress, or feelings you don't want to face. Early sleep can be healthy self-care, but it can also be avoidance. If you're going to bed at 7 or 8 p.m. regularly, not because you're tired but because you don't want to be awake, that's worth examining. What are you escaping from? Now let's talk about people who consistently go to bed late, not because they're not tired, they are. Exhausted even, but they can't bring themselves to sleep. This is called revenge bedtime procrastination. It's when you delay sleep to reclaim time that feels like yours. Maybe your day was filled with obligations, work, taking care of others. You had no control, no freedom, no time for yourself. So at night, when everyone else is asleep, you finally get to do what you want. Scroll through your phone, watch shows, do nothing. It feels like freedom, like the only time that truly belongs to you, but it comes at a cost. Staying up late might feel like rebellion, like taking back control, but really, you're stealing from yourself, from your rest, your health, your ability to function tomorrow. And deep down, you know this. You know you'll regret it in the morning, but in the moment, the need for that time feels more important than sleep. This pattern often develops when your days feel out of your control. When you spend all your time meeting other people's needs and have nothing left for yourself. So you create time, even if it means sacrificing sleep. The irony is that this makes you more exhausted, more depleted, less able to take care of yourself during the day. It's a cycle that feeds itself. Then there are people who want to sleep but can't. You lie in bed, exhausted, but your mind won't shut off. Thoughts race, worries spiral. You replay conversations, anticipate tomorrow's problems, or get stuck in existential questions. You try everything. Counting sheep, deep breathing, but nothing works. Hours pass and you're still awake. This type of sleeplessness is often tied to anxiety. Your nervous system is in overdrive. Your body might be tired, but your mind is in fight or flight mode. It doesn't feel safe enough to let go, to surrender to sleep. And the more you can't sleep, the more anxious you become about not sleeping, which makes it even harder to sleep. So what are you really avoiding when you delay sleep? For many people, it's silence. During the day, you're busy, distracted, moving from task to task. But at night, when you're supposed to sleep, everything gets quiet. And in that quiet, things you've been avoiding all day start to surface. Feelings you've pushed down, thoughts you've been running from, pain you haven't processed. Sleep requires you to let go of control, to be alone with yourself. And if being alone with yourself feels uncomfortable or painful, you'll do anything to avoid it, even if it means staying up scrolling through meaningless content until 3 a.m. Some people avoid sleep because they're avoiding tomorrow. Going to bed means the day ends, and when this day ends, tomorrow begins. If you're dreading tomorrow, if you have something difficult or stressful facing you, bedtime becomes the gateway to that thing. So you delay it, you push it back, as if staying awake will somehow stop tomorrow from coming. This often happens with work stress, difficult relationships, or situations you don't want to face. Sleep feels like giving in, like accepting that tomorrow will happen. So you resist it, staying in today as long as possible, even though tomorrow will come whether you sleep or not. And then there's the deepest reason people avoid sleep. They're avoiding themselves. During the day, you can stay distracted, busy, focused on external things. But at night, lying in bed with nothing to do, you're forced to be with yourself. Your thoughts, your feelings, the parts of you that you've been ignoring. If you don't like being alone with yourself, if your internal world feels chaotic or painful, sleep becomes threatening because it requires stillness. It requires being present with whatever is inside you, and that can feel unbearable. So what does your bedtime say about your mental state? If you're going to bed early and using sleep as escape, you might be overwhelmed or depressed, avoiding life by sleeping through it. If you're staying up late despite exhaustion, you're likely feeling a lack of control in your daily life, trying to reclaim time and autonomy even at the cost of your well-being. If you can't fall asleep lying awake for hours, you're probably dealing with anxiety. Your nervous system doesn't feel safe enough to rest. And if you're avoiding sleep because you don't want to be alone with yourself, that's a sign you need to heal your relationship with yourself. So how do you change this? First, acknowledge what you're really doing. Stop telling yourself you're just a night person or that you function fine on little sleep. Be honest. Are you avoiding something? What is it? Second, create boundaries during your day so you don't need to steal time at night. Carve out moments that are truly yours. Even 15 minutes of doing something you want can reduce that desperate need to stay up late. Third, address what you're running from. If silence feels unbearable, start with small doses. Sit with yourself for 5 minutes. Let thoughts come without judgment. If you're anxious, work on calming your nervous system. Therapy, meditation, or simply talking about what's bothering you can help. Your bedtime is more than a habit. It's a reflection of your internal world, of what you're carrying, what you're avoiding, what you need. Pay attention to it, not to judge yourself, but to understand yourself. Sleep is not the enemy. Rest is not something you have to earn. You deserve to feel safe enough to let go at the end of the day. To close your eyes without dread, without resistance, without needing to escape or delay. If you're struggling with sleep, whether you're going to bed too early, too late, or lying awake unable to rest, that's your mind and body trying to tell you something. Listen, and start making small changes to create a healthier relationship with rest, with yourself, and with the quiet moments at the end of the day.